Oh, there you are, sweet baby angel, and here I am because Mafs is calling us once more for episode 2.
You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the Mafs together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, and welcome to Wilko Rehash. Giving this video a thumbs up really does help. Also, comment below with any of your thoughts, feelings, concerns. If they're that dark, don't worry, YouTube should block you. The comment, not you generally, unless you really go for it. And thank you to everyone who does support the channel with donating. There is a link. It is pinned to the top of the comments, also in the description below on how you can support me. Also, Patreon is where you'll get the episodes longer, ad-free, and sooner. Who doesn't want something to be a little bit longer? More importantly, ad-free. Yeah, we love length, but ad-free is just as good. It depends what you do with it. Go to patreon.com/rehashed. And don't forget, the live shows are happening every evening straight after Mafs, so make sure you go and set a reminder. And don't miss the live shows. They're a lot of fun. It's a self-recommendation thing. No one else has said they're good. Oh, and sweet baby angel, if you are the type to try and watch this show from other regions other than Australia, if you're an international sweet baby angel, then make sure you use ExpressVPN. That's what I use when I want to watch shows from other countries. And if you click the link below, there is a special deal for you, an extra 3 months free if you go and use the Wilko Rehashed link. If you click on it and you go through to your cart, it will automatically apply. ExpressVPN is the way that if I were you and I wanted to watch, let's say, 9 Now from overseas, that's how I would do it. Let's get into episode 2 of Married at First Sight, and we pick up with the couple that have everybody talking about true love. Also talking about how maybe they look a little bit like they're related, which I said last night as well.
Feel weird waking up married?
A little,
well, if you're related,
but I'm
sure.
very happy. I can't believe that we're married now.
It's felt actually a lot more comfortable than I was expecting it to. I'm excited to do this together now, like rather than doing everything on my own. It's nice that it's natural already.
I'm pretty excited for the honeymoon with Cam.
Of Fraser Island.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
But while Lyndall and Cameron excitedly get packing,
I've got my budgie smuggles with me.
Was that a joke from the voiceover lady? Get packing? Well, he was holding up budgie smugglers and he'd have to pack in the budgie. You get it? Okay, I didn't need to explain the joke. Okay, cool. I have to echo the sentiment on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Reddit. If the show ruins this relationship, I'm done. I'm not. I'm never done. Oh, you know why you have to watch the live? Because I've seen that Lyndall is so different to all the other Mafs participants. Someone got some pap shots and I'll show them to you in the live. So go and watch the live episode for episode 2 of Mafs. Hey, you might also remember that there was another couple and they weren't celebrated as much for love.
Parts of who I was before, this has kind of like followed me into it. I had a little bit of explaining to do. It's just a shame that it got brought to light in such a negative way, because even though I was seeing someone, wifey, I'm gonna some coffee, 100% made this perfectly clear to that person that things are over.
Wifey, I got a coffee. I don't know if we should be like having fun with calling her wifey just yet. It's certainly not legal for any of them, and I don't even know if it's spiritual for Bronte. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not right now. Yeah, it is a real shame for you that it got found out so soon. Even though it feels like that bachelorette chick was a plant, and then we found out weeks ago that somebody was dating one of the Bachelorette contestants from the most recent season of The Bachelor. We didn't know it was going to blow up like this. But Harrison, if you were hanging out with her the night before your Mafs wedding, you must know that that's eventually going to come out and look pretty bad. And are you saying that if it didn't just naturally come out, that you were going to definitely tell Bronte? Yeah, you weren't going to, no.
You have a life before this, and
sure,
it's always going to follow you in.
Yeah, it's follow you everywhere.
Good and bad.
But that being my biggest fear is that I'm going to come into this, I'm just going to be replaced, disposable.
I want you to know that I've left that behind, because we're married now and I take that seriously, and I want you to be part of my life.
it's going to be tough to come back from. Obviously, I want to trust again. Actions speak louder than words. We just have to work on that every day. He's owned up to it, and he says that this girl has got the wrong idea, and I just hope that he's true to his word.
That's a huge hope. That's like crossing fingers, toes, legs, and arms. Like, can I cross my ears? We're crossing everything and hoping for the best out of Harry, and I don't know if he's got it to give. His best. And the extra 10% that he guarantees, apparently. But from that edit, and it was Frankensteined to the hilt, it seems like Bronte is going to try and move past this and hope for the best. All of us can see with our two eyes that it is doomed. And yet I've said that before, but Bryce and Melissa are still together and seemingly happy.
Very much Indian, but also Australian. The hardest thing is meshing those two together. There's a certain expectation with Indian girls have to be a certain way. And talking to boys, having male friends was not the norm. I've never had a relationship. I've never had a boyfriend, never lived with someone. I need to make decisions for me.
I'm so glad that you're going to make decisions for you. I am very much concerned that you've not had a boyfriend or live with somebody who's a significant other because you're about to get a husband and spend a lot of time with them trapped in a love lab rat maze, the Sky Suites. That's if the honeymoon goes well. If.
When I first meet men, firstly, I put up a front because I'm trying to protect myself. I feel like I don't give an opportunity to show men who I really am. They see a side of me that isn't truly me. Maybe help me break down those barriers, get to know who I am underneath and appreciate that person.
Well, I knew I kind of liked Sandy, but now I think I really love Sandy. Another one who seems to be there for the right reasons. What is happening this season? It feels like the scales are tipping towards genuine people. What? But it's Mafs. And you know what that means? It's a trap. I'm not saying that Sandy's going to end up being a real piece of work, although she could be. We've all been tricked by a fairy tale edit before. Oh, she's so beautiful. How has nobody just fallen in love with her? And then boom, we're like, what? You cut up her dress and sent it back to her? Now that's a fun callback. If you don't understand that callback, I don't know what you're doing here.
How's your friends inspire you? My friends, it is a nice thing, but it doesn't sound nice. They're like, girl, you have big dick energy. Like, you're the kind of person, like, you're kind, you're sweet, but you don't mess with you.
Well, I think that's a huge compliment. I wish somebody would say to me that I have big dick energy. But sadly, I've only got small dick sizzle. Like, you're like, oh, you know that he's just got a very average penis. It's written on his face and why he tries so hard on the internet.
And now I want to meet someone with the same values, someone I can trust, who's driven and ambitious.
Damn.
They have goals, they want something out of life. They're striving for more. That's important because if it is the right person, this decision will be worth it.
Well, we found out from the live show that we did getting to meet and greet all of the Love Lab rats that Dan is as like a self-starter. He's got like a very successful business. He has a teenage daughter, I think. And I think maybe he's a little bit older.
I own a digital marketing agency. I've owned the company for 20 years, but my biggest success is definitely my daughter, Keely.
I hope she's genuine. You are very genuine. And I hope she's driven too.
Someone that is strong and independent, is sure about herself, that lives a life of purpose, guided by her own strong values.
Have we found the love match of the episode? Is this it? Is this the relationship that's definitely going to work? Because we all know that the rule of thumb is one of the marriages we've got hope for and the other one goes straight in the bin. The one that we put in the bin, they might try and like revive it later on. Little B-Man and Tamara. Geez, they tried it so hard with Tam Tam and B-Man, didn't they? And yet we all just could smell that a mile away. It was never going to be anything. Not saying that this is going to be the fate for these two, but there's always a chance. Owning and running a business that looks relatively successful for 20 years, well, he's either in a lot of debt or he's doing pretty well for himself. And he seems mild-mannered and quite controlled. What's the catch? We're all so damaged. He seems like a nice guy and I'm sitting here going, yeah, but tell me what's wrong with you. I don't trust you until I know all of your flaws.
Do you get the ick quite easily?
Yes, I do. And it's funny you ask that because I actually brought a list to remind me. Girls who are addicted to their phone. Motivational quote. Who do you think you are? Any girl who calls me honey, you're not my auntie. Chicks who are always talking, who always interrupt you. Star sign chicks. Oh my God, that's such a Libra thing to do. That makes total sense now. Shut up. Chicks who pout.
You know, Jesse, how you said shut up before? I think maybe take your own advice. Jesse thinks so highly of himself and has this incredible list of icks. We've all got stuff, don't get me wrong. You Sweet Baby Angels know I've talked before about the acoustic guitar man. You know, or lady, someone at a party who has an acoustic guitar and no one has asked them to bring it, and you don't know why they've brought a guitar, and then it becomes apparent why they brought a guitar because they're just going to play it unprompted. Should I get the guitar? No. And even worse if they play it and then start singing. This is not your one-man show. Anyway, that's my ick, and it's fine to have them. You really do have to push past them if you want to find love and be in a relationship. But this guy's got all of them. All of the icks on one list. No one is perfect. What do you think you're looking for? This is why you're single. That, and it looks like maybe your hair needs to be washed.
I know I'm very picky, and perhaps I just need a wake-up call. The worst part of being single for so long is when I'm driving home from a wedding and I just want to debrief with someone and how much love was in the air and how much fun we had, and I've got no one to call, you know. That's the worst. That's the worst bit.
That's the worst bit? I get it. Some people really love weddings. I'm just not the type of person who loves a wedding. I like seeing my friends happy, and I love to see them, you know, do this really important thing on their special day. But weddings, I guess I'm always working. I'm always the MC. I think I've been to one wedding in my entire life where I wasn't the MC. That is not me. But maybe I get it. Jesse wants that. He wants that. And there's a lot of things he doesn't want. There's a whole list, many pages by the looks of it. So I guess we're looking at the relationship that's not gonna work.
Be someone who's a bit out there, a bit edgy, someone who's not afraid to be different. Someone kind of like
it is Claire,
me.
we knew it.
And tattoos is like the green flag. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So we've found one thing that he does like, tattoos. But please don't be on your phone. Don't pout or have duck lips. Don't go to the gym. Don't call him honey or sweetie. Don't talk about star signs. But if you got a bit of ink, if you're all marked up a little bit, that's a good start for Jesse. A very, very, God, how does someone get so picky?
And if I was a muscle car, I would be full of grunt, I'd be sexy, I'd be sleek. I just love him. I am unapologetically myself. I am soft and I'm romantic and I'm sensitive. I'm a kindergarten assistant. It makes me realise that I have a lot of love to give. I think I need someone who sees me for who I am, who's like, yay, I love you, look, that's my girl.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they're both going to work out. I don't know. She seems quite perfect for him. He wants someone upbeat and vibey. She's upbeat and vibey. Got tats. Also seems grounded, stunning. All right, Jesse, find a way to trash this. Find a way to ruin this. Or maybe she won't be into him. Maybe she doesn't like man buns. Because Jesse hates a brush.
Telling my parents about this today is honestly the biggest thing I've ever had to do. I love my parents and I want their acceptance. I know a part of them is going to really struggle with this decision.
Sandy's parents are unwilling to allow cameras inside the house.
Oh, no.
So the crew must wait outside for Sandy to return.
Oh, I'm such a voyeur. I wanted to watch all the drama. I get it, though. They don't seem keen to have her on the show in the first place, so they're not going to say, come on in, Endemol. I don't know too much about the Indian culture, but what I do know, I've learned from the reality show Family Karma. And if you haven't watched it, go and bloody watch it. If you're in the States, it's on Bravo. If you're in Australia, you can get it on Hey You. It's so good. Just watching these Indians in the state of Florida just fight against their culture and sometimes go with the culture. But I do know this, right? The chat, they're always talking about what other families are doing. There's always gossip. There's always a lot of judgment. So I can see why Sandy's parents are like, this is not going to work for us because so-and-so up the road is definitely going to watch Mafs. And what are they going to think? Oh, an hour.
I just need a second. Oh. You know, the initial gut reaction as I expected was just like, what are you doing? My dad was saying like, he just can't accept this decision. Mum's like, why is she doing this to us? I just felt so bad when Mum was like, oh, if she's going to do this, we don't want anything to do with her. I don't know. What if, they make fun of you? What are people going to say?
Who cares what people say? But I understand it's just so ingrained in them, and it's what her parents have grown up with. It's what they know. Don't go on a TV show. You don't have to come from an Indian background to know that Mafs could be a really poor life decision, but you feel like you just want to support them, your kids, no matter what. Oh, I feel so bad for her.
Sandy's sisters arrive.
Oh, that's nice.
Gone darker. Oh, wow, it turned out really dark. Do you know what that means? Your mother-in-law's going to love you. No, they also say that means that your husband's going to love you, right?
You better. I haven't spoken to my parents since I told them. My siblings are everything to me. I'm the oldest of 4. I mean, my parents won't be here, but it's a big day for, not just for me, but my family, because I'm the first one to get married out of all the siblings.
You knew you always wanted to be like a traditional bride. The henna and all the jewellery. And
dreamt my whole life dressing up as a bride.
Look at that.
It is the biggest day of my life.
Oh, she really wanted to get married. And it's taken her all this time to get to this point, and then her family won't support her, but at least her brothers and sisters will. Oh, that's sweet. I'm too invested, I know. Look, I'll calm down. I'm sure the shoe will drop and Dan or Sandy will be a bloody monster, and I'll be like, what? Ah, God, they're such monsters. And we'll forget about this feeling. But for right now, I am invested in her happiness. I'm also invested in having it like a dark henna. Like, what does that mean? If you have a dark henna, well, your husband will love you. I guess in an arranged marriage, you just never know if that's going to end up being the case. And this is the ultimate arranged marriage. Oh, that's so interesting. Would you trust the experts over your parents to set up a marriage for you? Oh, shit. Maybe I'll ask that question in the live. That's good. That's a really good question. He compliments himself. Shit, I don't know the answer to that. I'll do it in the live. Watch the live show. I'll do it in the live.
I'm putting my whole life out there. So
she's
it's the
almost
cultural
dressed exactly
sensitivities
like
too.
when she was
It's
little.
all about the whole, what are people going to think? What are people going to say thing,
That's what I'm trying to change. Having faith in the fact that they will find me someone that's meant to be my person.
Again, we've come back to this question. Experts or parents choosing your arranged marriage? Oh, that's tough. She's got faith in the experts, and I don't think I've ever had faith in them. But Dan seems like a nice guy, so maybe this is actually a good thing, that this is the good wedding. Jesse has given me a lot of red flags because of how many icks he has, so I'm going to back this one as the good wedding. The one that we can get behind.
My God.
Goodness. Look how beautiful that is.
Is not what I expected.
Not what I expected.
Wow, this is a bit over the top.
Has Dan seen this?
I'm going into this with an open heart and an open mind. My friends are very protective of me, and I really value their opinions.
Oh my goodness.
This is not at all what I expected. It's got to be like Thai, like Indian or something. Oh my God, I told you.
Dan doesn't know what he's in for. I don't know if this is what he signed up for either.
I don't know how to feel about this. Well, I don't want to go down racial road, but it feels a little bit casually racist, doesn't it? Or is it just me overthinking things? If you walked in there, you would clearly look at this setup and you would go, okay, well, clearly my friend is going to marry someone of a different culture. And this is their culture and the way that they like to celebrate or represent themselves. And they've gone, oh, this is a bit over the top. I don't know about this. Does Dan know what he's getting in for? You know, Thai or Indian or something? It could just be the edit. I love your comments below. It's probably just the edit, but I don't know. It did make me feel a little bit uncomfortable. Just the facial expressions. Oh. Oh, look at it all. It's very colourful.
I hope he likes Julie.
He'll learn.
He'll learn.
All right, let's bring her in, I reckon.
I'm ready.
I need
Bring
this to
her in.
work.
Oh, he's so happy.
Wow.
Oh, she looks so beautiful. I wish I could wear colour like that.
Hi, how are you? I'm Dan.
And I'm Sandy.
Sandy, nice to meet you.
She's not what I expected.
Not at all. I'm shocked.
Yeah, no, I definitely wasn't expecting this, that's for sure.
Okay. Again, is it the edit? going hard? Or are they really shocked that someone with Indian heritage lives in Australia? We're a very multicultural country. Why are you so shocked? What is the shocking part here? This is not what I expected. Even if you are that shocked, play it a bit more fucking cool, maybe. Because my first thought is, holy shit, Sandy looks stunning. I'm jealous of the midriff. I could never. Also, to be able to wear red and just effortless, flawless. It looks stunning on her. I hate her because I'm very jealous. Dial back the shock a little bit, ladies.
You look beautiful. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
The whole outfit and all of the jewellery is absolutely incredible. I'm sure that that's all part of her culture and her heritage, which really excites me.
Well, we're in it together. Yeah, we'll get through it. Yeah.
I do feel a little spark.
Yeah. Looking forward to this journey. Should be fun.
It's going to be good. We'll be fine.
Oh, she's putting up her walls. I think she's happy with Dan. Dan seems certainly happy with Sandy. He's definitely taking it in his stride. Way better than his friends are. Oh, the women in the front row. But you definitely can see Sandy, what she described, her putting up walls. She's nervous. She feels like she might be judged. And she protects herself because God knows what she went through growing up. I know a lot of people in Australia will say that this is not the case, but we have a tendency to be an incredibly racist country. Oh, I hope she lets her walls down because Dan seems like a nice guy on face value. I really hope he is. I'm praying for too many couples already. I need Cam and Lyndall to work out, and now I also need Dan and Sandy to be happy forever.
So you're probably wondering what's with the getup, but please don't take this as a giant red flag. That's good. I'm cute. I love it.
Oh, she's cool.
Red signifies
now she's cool.
Prosperity, good luck, and new beginnings. So this is how I want us to start our journey.
That's beautiful.
I may come across as a strong, fearless woman, but growing up as a first-generation Indian in the 90s has been challenging. As I've gotten older and wiser, I have learned that putting up barriers is my defense mechanism. Because I promise you that beyond that, you will find a version of me that is compassionate, caring, and loves unconditionally.
I love her. She's amazing.
Okay, so maybe the women in the front row, especially one of them, just has like a resting face of sorts. Maybe she is having a great time. They've come right around, they're at Sandy Station and they're ready to jump on the train. And why wouldn't they be? Oh, the red flag joke. Shit, it's good stuff, Sandy. Good for you. You're making fun, which is also a part of my defense mechanism. I like to go full Eminem, which is insult myself before anyone else can do it. Oh, you're going to talk about my little hands, ugly feet, and big head? Don't worry, I already done it. Oh, yeah, she's cool. Yep, she's cool. Maybe it's just the edit. I'm going to have to give them the benefit of the doubt because it's highly edited. Let's just hope they're not crazy racist.
You look stunning. You look so beautiful.
I tried.
They've come right on board, guys. And Sandy, the only thing I would tweak about that is you going, what, this old thing? I threw it on 10 minutes ago. Oh, the henna? Yeah, no, it was just done in the limo on the way here. Yeah, just a real quick job. I haven't been planning this whole thing since I was a small baby child.
I stand before you today as a man that has lived and continues to live an extraordinary life.
Good.
I'm a dad to a beautiful 16-year-old daughter. She's my absolute world. But now I'm ready to share my world with someone new. I promise to be patient and take the time to get to know you whilst we build a solid...
Oh my
What
God.
is this?
Garlands are exchanged as a symbol of love.
So, that looks good on you.
Thank you.
This is the fun bit. I don't know, I've got a good feeling.
Lock her down!
Just the bride.
I was like, oh, she doesn't want to kiss him. Maybe that's a bad sign. But no, like when you've got all the get up and everything happening, it's hard to get a bit of a smooch on. Also, Sandy has said that she really wants to take things slow. So, macking on with Dan, I don't know if she's there yet. No, I definitely know she's not there yet. But she seems happy. This seems like a good match. I'm still extremely shocked.
Hey! What do you think?
It's
out there.
It's like my channel branding.
You didn't know me, and you'd see this loud, bright pink suit, this hair, you'd go, something up with that guy.
Well, I like a loud suit. The hair we could chuck a brush through it. The only thing I'm questioning about you, Jesse, is not that you being loud and out there, it's just you having a very long list of, don'ts. Seems fraught with danger for me. And yeah, like I said, brush through.
I I'm about to get married.
I'm ready as I'll ever be. Oh, hello.
Oh,
this
it's like
may
a talk
very
show.
well be. So good to see you guys. Hello, everyone. But I'm ready to do it. Let's go.
Oh my God.
I'm Jackie. I'm the bridesmaid.
Forget that. Forget that. I'm Dad.
Hey, Daddy.
That's it.
Hello, sir.
Oh,
You know,
he seems sweet too.
Crack my neck.
I'm coming for you, baby.
Oh, God. Quick, come for him quick. His head's about to fall off his fucking shoulders. Jesus Christ. That's got to be a sound effect. That made my neck hurt. Oh, holding some tension up there. Well, we've definitely found out that it is the Jesse show. He rocked up to applause and he thought, me? What, me? Thank you so much for being here. It's essentially like he's Jimmy Fallon, Kimmel, or Ellen DeGeneres. Hello, thank you all for coming. Hello, hi, thank you. Tonight on the show, we're going to go through all of my icks. We'll start with duck lips and it will end somewhere around girls who are into astrology. That's all coming up next on the Jesse Hour. The Jesse Jaunt, Jesse Junction. It's got to alliterate all talk like it's... You can tell that I grew up in radio, right? That's a good name for a competition. Beat the bomb. Yeah, let's work backwards from there.
Oh my God.
Oh, she's
her eyes.
Stunning in
her
that.
hair. Just the whole body language. She's ungodly hot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm so happy. I love a man that is not afraid to wear pink. I didn't know I loved a man bun until I loved a man bun. Oh my God.
I don't even know what to say. It's a love heart hanging in a noose.
Scream.
That is
Love
grim.
it. I've got a love heart on fire, so.
Cool.
I'm so confused. Do we have two weddings with relationships that look like they might be something? I don't know what to believe, sweet baby angel. What is happening in front of our eyes? Claire, that dress, look, as someone who has recently had their own wedding day in the forest, and which you saw in the opener, and their dress fit them like a glove and looked hot. I think maybe, just maybe, Claire's a little bit hotter than I was. And Jessie seems happy. Could be the edit, but this seems great. Like, what could go wrong? Don't say it.
Buongiorno to everyone.
All I ask from you in return is that you communicate your emotions with me and you remain true to yourself.
Claire, I thought in order to add some flavour to the vows, I'd rip the Band-Aid off and get some skeletons out of the closet straight away. They're not that bad. My favourite genre of music is the brutal slamming tech death metal. I'm happy to listen to this by myself. My jaw clicks quite loudly when I eat.
Oh, so does she. Oh my goodness! They're like ventriloquist dolls.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness. My jaw clicks a little bit when I eat, but not like that. Oh, that feels like it's gonna, like, why would you do that? Oh, they're so setting us up for a fall, and I'll tell you why, sweet baby angel, because they're showing us all these things that they've got in common and things that they love about each other, and yet I feel like one of them is gonna have a problem. Because they've built up Jesse's ick so much, I think it's going to be Jesse. Maybe he likes tattoos, but he doesn't like anything to do with cars. I'm clutching, I don't know, but something bad is coming. Gotta love it. In that last episode, red Thai curry, country music for Cam and Lyndall. What? Down to that. These two both have clicky jaws. Oh, the experts are really on their game with the sides, you know?
It's weird that I'm standing here in this position because usually at weddings I'm standing in that position.
Buongiorno.
I don't know where love has been hiding all these years.
Oh, this is the bit we've seen before.
Okay, you got this. Keep going.
And I don't know what more I can do to make my light any easier for love to find. Because I swear I'm shining so brightly.
Here you are.
Fuck yeah, you are!
He is beautiful. He's ticking all my boxes so far.
She's so hot. There's a spark for sure. For sure. I am the LMA, the luckiest man alive.
Okay, well, this is obviously shot a little bit later, and he's saying that he's the luckiest man alive. Sweet Baby Angel, you know that I'm a glass half empty guy. I am not an optimist. I'm always realistic about what's going to happen, and maybe I need to apologize to you. Maybe I need to say to you, I'm so sorry for thinking the worst of the producers, or maybe the best of them, depending on what you're looking at, because they haven't done us dirty. This is going to be great. This is exactly what Jesse needs. They're both into each other. He's the LMA, luckiest man alive. So nothing can go wrong. Oh, Dan's having a
That's something that
dance.
really interests me and excites me. Well, it's your heritage, right? And it's something that you want to honour and carry. I completely understand and get that.
Oh, that's nice. Well, you can't have dance without Dan. See what I did there? It's good. Maybe Dan should give me a job at his marketing place. You know what? It takes a confident man who wasn't planning on, I don't know what he was planning on tonight, but he wasn't planning on like coming in and having fireworks and him dancing as he returns to the bridal table, and he just went with it. In fact, he put his all into it. Good on you, Dan.
When you're trying to jumpstart a car and you put those two red and black things, like bang. It's really weird if I feed you. Is it like way too soon for that?
No, I'm game.
Okay.
I tell you what, man, someone that hot.
It's really good.
Jesus. What a sick chick.
Okay, well, you're focusing a lot on her hotness and not as much on her, fun personality, and she did go full kindergarten on you and, open up your mouth, the aeroplane's coming in, which is not really what you'd call sexy. I feel like aeroplane food, the only times that you want that as a kid, when you're, you can't feed yourself and your parents are doing that for you, and also when you're very old and then your children have to do it to you because, you know what I mean? It's either ends of the life. I'm not doing it in the middle bit. Thank goodness being fed wasn't one of his icks. Surprising.
When's your birthday again?
July the 2nd.
I'm no Cancer.
I hate the star sign chicks.
So do you know about star signs? At all?
Oh. Well, she's a star sign chick. Saying how annoying I think they are, and then he or she is super passionate about it. That is just so me.
What about like crystals?
Yeah, not really.
So if I was to like pull one out of my bra right now.
It was a bit like, oh, okay. And I hate to say it because it sounds so lame. I'm concerned that we're moving into ick territory. What makes you feel good, that's all that matters to me.
Oh, he's saying the words that are right, but I don't know if I'm fully believing the emotion, passion behind it. Whatever you like is fine. Where's that list? I need to add crystals to it. Oh no, I went and ruined it on us. It was so nice. And then me with my negativity said that the other shoe had to drop at some stage, and here it is, the shoe flopping on the ground. Oh, I know, look, you're hard-pressed to find a gay or a female who's not into astrology. And so many of my friends are into astrology and crystals. I'm not, but it doesn't make me not want to be around them. It's my friends who play Dungeons and Dragons. They're the ones where I have to make sure that I get a commitment from them that we don't have to play D&D when I go over there. Oh no, Jesse. It's got to be a beat up for the edit. There's no way that just these little things, you're meant to try and work on. If you really like someone, you just deal with it. Like a chicken.
Favorite chippies?
Grainwaves.
Okay.
That's an interesting choice.
That's not a chip. A grainwave is like with a dip.
No, like Jats is with a dip. Oh, man.
Okay, all right. Well, they're really trying to beat this up. You can have arguments about what is the best food. Welcome to every couple's, bedtime chat. What you think that Doritos are better than the Mission chips, corn chips? Well, I think we should break up. That's an actual conversation we've had before.
There's no rush from my perspective. To me, it's all about growing this organically, being patient and building trust over time. And I want you to know that I've got your back.
Because I'm a very loyal person. Dan makes me feel very safe. I'm really glad that I did this because he seems worth it.
He does seem worth it, doesn't he? Well, now I don't know which couple, because they're really setting up Dan and Sandy for us, which means, you know, there's going to be a couple. There's not going to be all they're cracked up to be. And maybe Dan and Sandy could be that couple. But he's sitting there going, we'll take all the time that you need. We're not in any rush. Let's just see what happens. That is sweet.
The star signs, that's a turn off. Just realizing just how much she has started to tick me off. Can you relax a bit more?
You off?
I mean, this dress is tight.
We're in ick territory. It's pretty bad, man.
Okay, so wait, I got you something.
Oh, no, God. I'm going to speak directly to all my friends here. And if you feel attacked, then that's on you. When there's a friend of mine who I know is into crystals and they say to me, I've got something for you, 9 times out of 10, it's a crystal. So I don't know Claire that well, but the narrative has told me that she is a crystal gal. So I think she got him a crystal, which is not great because we're already in ick territory. I've never really been there. Is that like the Northern Territory? Is it adjacent?
I got you a little crystal. I liked how it looked. It is for moments of your life that are really transformative.
Would you say that you've got high standards?
I would say that, yeah.
All right, well, hit me with some of those deal breakers.
CrossFit chicks and power lifters, like the best thing they have to say about themselves is how much they love dogs. That is such a turn off. There's the star sign chicks.
Where it might get you into trouble is that it rules out almost everybody. Or do you say, you know what, I've got to be open here and I've got to learn and embrace this?
It's a lot of banked up love that is sitting in here, ready to commit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like there's a lot of banked up fucking judgment. You're not gonna like everything about a person. That doesn't exist. There's things that you have to embrace. You have to embrace them because ultimately you go, hey, you're a person that I love. And I'm not gonna like everything about you. That's just not possible. Obviously, I am perfect, and when my partner watches this, I will get a message that says I'm a liar. But I'm with Long John, and I don't say that much. This Long John, anyway. You have such a big list of things that turn you off, apparently. How could you ever expect to find someone to be with?
The more I think about it, is the crystal stuff for me? Well, no. But I'm not gonna hate on someone else's passion, especially my brand new wife. Yeah, well, I mean, if it means something to you, then it means something to me.
Still don't believe it, but
when someone's that hot, I need to try as best I can. Let's have a smooch.
Okay. Cute.
Is he just going through with it because he finds her hot? That feels icky, doesn't it? I wasn't judging Jesse on, the no brush, the man bun, the loud suit. All of that, that's fun for me. That's fun. Sure, maybe brush her hair. And him having a wacky personality, I love me a weirdo. But I am getting some Rouge Flag vibes. He seems inflexible, you know what I mean? Like he doesn't seem like he wants to bend for anybody.
Yeah, the pillow went in the middle. It stayed there.
Take things slow.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like I'm here with someone who's a good person.
We're off to Singapore.
Oh, Singapore! Wow, well, they've really upped the budget a little bit, haven't they? I don't know if we've sent someone to Singapore before. Normally we send them to the Hunter Valley. Byron. For this one, you actually need a passport. Actually, I think you might need a passport to get into Byron Bay these days.
I'm dressing cute to go to the airport, FYI.
Cute?
Yeah, cute.
I'm still sensing that there's some things that are probably going to annoy me.
Why don't you whistle me the tune of your favourite song?
No. I thought I was a high-energy guy myself. But compare me to Claire.
I always pack undies like I'm gonna poo my pants every day. Are we the same person?
No.
Oh my goodness. Chill out. It's so early on. She's trying really hard. That's her defense mechanism. She's trying really hard. She'll chill, I think. Should I play a whistle game in the live? I think I will. Just to piss Jesse off, I'll whistle and you guess the tune. I was confused in the middle of this episode, and now we've really gotten to where I thought we'd end up. One couple not looking great, the other couple quite strong. Now, they're also on their way on a plane. They're going to the Whitsundays, I think. And while they're at the airport, maybe the real Jessie came out to play.
All I can say is just like shushing. Jesse actually shushed me a couple of times today. I did not like being shushed.
All right, can we eat now?
Just getting a few things for our honeymoon, and maybe I laughed loud. He was like, shh, you joined your voice. Like, one day in, if you're already shushing me, you are gonna have a hard time ahead of you, buddy boy. I want to know so much about you.
Yeah, and I'm definitely noticing that from you.
Do you think I talk too much?
No, I don't think it's a question of whether you talk too much. Maybe it's a question of perhaps you feel like you need to say something in a lot of moments where...
I should just, shut up? What do you mean by that?
I know that I can be quiet at times. I think the main thing from my end in response to that is maybe nothing needs to be said in those times. You know what I mean.
Do I?
Okay, maybe you don't. I think Claire can sometimes become unaware of how loud she's speaking. It's just how much she talks and comments. I prefer quality conversation over quantity of conversation.
I mean, it sucks, like I don't want to be like the needy girl. Am I literally asking for too much?
I don't know if you are asking too much. Again, it's highly edited and we didn't see what happened at the airport. But I don't think this early on you should be shushing your partner. I know my partner does say to me, babe. We are outside in public and everybody can hear you. And I know that my fatal flaw is I'm loud. And that's my only vice. That's it, guys. Otherwise, perfection. That Jesse, oh, God. They're red flags now, not just a rouge. They're a deep primary red. Yeah, okay, so can we eat now? Like, it's not, what has it been, 24 hours? Oh, my God. Less than, and it's falling apart. Sweet Baby Angel, make sure you join me for the live shows. And if you want to comment below with your thoughts, make sure you like the video. It really does help the algorithm. And donating, you can do that with a super thanks. And the link, which is pinned at the top of the comments here, if you click on that, if everyone who watched the videos, I'd love them just to at least give a thumbs up, but if everyone gave $1, it would make sure that I could cover all the trashy shows that we love. If I don't see you in the lives, which I really should, I'll see you in the next Rehash tomorrow. Bye-bye.